Hi, Amelia from Bitskout, and in this short video, I wanted to show you how you can create a tool notifications dashboard to simplify managing of notifications from any tools you receive. In this case, we have many Make notifications, and in our company we use Make, and we use Zapier, and we use AWS, and many tools, and they all send us notifications, and it's very difficult to manage this via email. So for that, we have created an example here how you can use Monday and, well, in this case, Make, or if you prefer other tools, you can use Zapier to build a dashboard where you can see all the notifications and then extract the information and see what's going on. And you can quickly click on any scenario here, and you can click on any scenario and just go and have a look directly into Make. You can also build charts so you can see what is going on, which tools do give you lots of notifications. You can also have it, for instance, if you use backup systems in IT, you can build these notifications yourself if you receive emails or text messages. You can analyze it and build such a dashboard to get an understanding like what's going on. And because this data is in tabular format, you can use Bitskout to create extra categories. So for instance, in this case, our OpenAI connection failed because there was too much tokens. So basically, I want to have it as a category. I need to understand what the error is about quickly. So I can bounce between different errors and move them between each other. Okay, so for instance, here, it's an alert about AWS, but it's not yet a problem, but I need to know what kind of alert is that, and I don't want to read that. Okay, now, so this is what we're gonna do. Basically, we're gonna build this table and build the automation, and for that, we're gonna use Make. As always, we will provide all the dashboard template, and we also will provide all the scenarios template. So starting from this moment, I will show you how to do that. So if you're not interested in that, you can skip to the end of the video, or you can go directly to the article and get your dashboards. So first thing that we need to do is create a scenario, because typically notifications come via email, and typically that's how you should be probably analyzing that. So first model, in our company we use Gmail. In your case, it can be Outlook. It doesn't really matter. You need to set up a module that watches all the emails. Now, if you have a separate email for the for your notifications, you should choose it here, or you label it somehow. Now, in my case, I receive all notifications into my mailbox. So what I'm gonna do is I know the subject, okay, and I know from whom it's coming, and in this case we will set up it only for Make. Okay, so it's in Make. You have this email from which you receive a notification, but I want to have it that it's an error. So I will add an extra thing called subject error. Okay, now I will put maximum number of results as 1 because I want to test it first, and I will run it the test from yesterday just to grab at least one email. So okay, so here is the email, we have it, and I have two options. I have a text content and I have an HTML content. Okay, now in order for Bitskout to read this, and what's important is that we need these URLs, because then you can click on it and go directly to make this scenario. We will use the content called text, because in HTML there is lots of noise that we don't need. All right. Okay, so let's grab this part, because we will need it to create a plugin in Bitskout. Okay, the way you create plugins in Bitskout, and this is like a short tip if you want to analyze emails, is that we have a special section that we need to make more visible, and we're working on that. It's called custom extraction, and it's very powerful because it basically gives you the following functionality. Give us examples and tell us what you want to extract, and we'll figure out ourselves. So that's what we're gonna do. So this is our example, okay, of make, and this is the data we get. So now let's add the fields that we need, okay, and so there is a limit in the field, like you can put here 2 pages of text, because there are different other ways to do that. So let's add fields that we want to extract. So first we want the scenario, then we want a scenario URL, okay, this is the URL that we need. Also we need an organization, and probably I don't need the link, because if I go to a scenario, I will get to organization. Then I also need a team, because if you have many notifications, you want to know which team responsible for that, so you can route to another person. And then you have an execution. So it's actually, in make, it means like what exactly happened there. Okay, and I will take only execution URL. I don't need the number. Okay, execution URL, and that's it. So now the system will recognize it. Okay, so let's create an example. We'll use it in make, and it's called make notification parsing. All right, so now we have our plugin. Okay, let's test it. Okay, I will put the same text, but you can test it with a different text. Okay, so there is one field missing that I didn't add, and let's add it. So I want also details, because details are important. So the way you update the plugin, you go here, you press update, and you add another field, and it's called details. Okay, so now we have details as well. Right, now we have our plugin. Let's go to make and add Bitskout module. Now we need to run plugin for text, and here we need a make, and the text would be, so here is what you can send the full text there, no problem, full text content, or you can split it. You can cut some part of it, but in this case I will not overcomplicate things. I will just run the text. And then the next step is we need to run a Bitskout plugin, so we can grab the fields that okay, so we need a full text, so we can update the make module and have a possibility to map the fields. All right, because if you don't run it, make doesn't know which fields we're gonna return, so at least once you need to run it. All right, so here we go. All right, so these are the fields that we extracted. Okay, now let's map our text to Monday. So we're gonna create an item in our board. Item name, we can take a subject from an email, and board will be tool notifications. And here you can add into new group, and now you just add the columns respectively. So let me do that. Okay, the first one comes details. Okay, let's take it. Text comes from details, and that's it. That's how you map it. Okay, one tip here, execution URL, probably one tip here, you want this label to be on. So if you write to a drop down field, so let me show you, the organization. Okay, you might get a notification from organization that has not yet been created in a drop-down field. So you need this thing to be on, to be yes, and then here you need to map. Okay, and this way you can do that. All right. Okay, let me add other things quickly. So okay, I've added all the fields. It was boring clicking, so I think you can figure this out. And now we're done. And there is one last thing that I want to do is not only create a notification, but also grab the original text. Because if something is missing, I can always read the original text. And so the point is that I want to go to emails. Okay, that's the point. I have enough emails. Okay. Now here we need to use item ID, and the body would take the text content. Okay, so now our scenario is ready. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run it, but I'm gonna choose where to start, and I'll start from this date, and let's run it. Okay, we need to, so we have, yeah, that's the one. Okay, that's it. So as you can see, notification is here. And then obviously you can update this scenario. You can remove from, okay, and add here a router. Here will be sender equal to copy. Okay. And here the different path will be AWS notifications. Okay, and in this case, AWS has something else. Let me find one. Yes, it has, okay, budgets. Okay, same thing. And it will go here, and here we'll call make notifications. And here we'll call mail.com. All right. So now you can remove the tracking for these things. Okay, like that. Let's run it from some date. Okay, that was an invoice email. All right. Now it will definitely work. And by the way, it worked, so it's not make notification. So it obviously skipped it. Now you can add more notification tools, but the point is, once you get to a dashboard view, it's much easier for you to control things and build other automations and add custom categories, which will improve your notifications, because then you can send yourself a Slack when the category is exactly what you need, or assign a person. This way, you will optimize the way you manage things and you just be very fast. And that's the whole point of superior support and superior operations, faster than anyone else. Again, this will be an article. You will get all the access to all the templates. Feel free to download them and use them. And if you have any questions, feel free to ping us. Thanks a lot for your time.